Well, some other players do use that style from time to time, but like I developed it many, many years ago when I was living in New York, where we were playing so long a session that I got tired, very, very tired. So rather than say I need a rest, I'd rather the drummer stop, not me to stop. I started. Now at that time, I did not have the facility to do it with two fingers. I didn't have this skill yet, so I just did it back and forth with one finger. What happens over a period of time, you build up this muscle. This muscle right here gets real, real hard, like a bicep, from using it so much because there's no muscle here, none whatsoever. But there's a big muscle here. So when I play octaves for, like in Who Is This Bitch Anyway? Marlena Shaw's record, very, very fast. So I get a chance to play fast things. And to play figures, like. So it helps me do stuff like that. But it took a long time. It took a long time to build up that muscle. No. That bass was stolen. It's in Japan. I've had a couple of basses stolen from me in here in the States, and they do end up in Japan. And the buyer thinks that I sent a representative out to sell the bass. So I've autographed that bass, and I've talked to the person that has that bass. He thought that he bought it through a collector. Matter of fact, that's probably what I should have said. But I would like to let everybody know that somebody will steal your bass, But no, I don't have it anymore. It's the first bass that I owned, and by habit, I had that bass probably for the first 12 years of my career, and it's the only bass that I had, and so I was just used to it, and it's the only one I could buy. I'm from a very small town in Ohio, Youngstown, Ohio, and it's the only bass they had in the one music store that we had. And so I didn't choose it, it chose me. I use DR strings, and I have flat wounds on my on another bass that I use, and they're labella strings, labella flat wounds. But basically I prefer a rounder sound, and so these are DRs. The gauge 40, 60, 80, 100. Well, in meeting you, number one, and I was looking for an instrument that wasn't so traditional. The bass I've been playing has a very traditional sound, and I was unable to slap successfully with it. It didn't do that. It did it, but it didn't do it with that amount of clarity. This bass right here is also a jazz neck, more of a jazz neck than a precision neck, and I'm beginning to like it a whole lot because a lot of things are easier to play. It may not have sounded like it on the demo, but there are a lot of things that are much easier to play because I don't have to cover as much string space. I still like the precision neck in a way because I'm used to it, it's a habit. But this right here is like a new girlfriend. Not quite a wife yet, but a new girlfriend, in that I do enjoy playing it because it's a little smaller, a little bit smaller. Also, too, I have the ability to dial in all the things that I couldn't dial in on the bass I've been playing earlier, especially the treble. I like to hear treble, but not to where it destroys the sound of the original bass note. I don't use much mid-range at all. My hands have a mid-rangey sound. No matter what instrument that I play. So I don't use much mid-range, but if I do, I do have it. I do have it here. I also have good mid-range here. That's right between the good spot, the sweet spot, and one that's a little wet, but it's just, I maneuver it very well right in through here. It has a very good bass response. Like I'm just using The bass is straight up right here, right now, and I like that also too, and it's not too heavy. You know, I have not used the electric, the active part of the instrument yet because I've been more of a passive player in the past anyway, into where I haven't played a very large stadium where I've got to boost, you know, a whole lot of sound. But overall, it's like a new girlfriend. I like the pick guard; it's great. I like the feel of the instrument, and it's new for me. And I've been successful with it on a few recordings in the last 3 months. So I do like it. It's something new.